Being a billionaire doesn't just come with having money or a robust stature. You not only have to act the part, but you also have to think like one. Your mindset and collaboration with your daily behavior creates habits, and habits are repetitions of activities that make your life better than it is. Good habits helps us improve even in the little things. We have to maximize our billionaire mindset, which comes physically and mentally. Welcome to Luxo-Life, your partner toward personal growth and success. Today, we'll be looking at some of the things that help us be more brilliant, work harder, and overall be better in our field of business. To make sure you folks are following along and using these pieces of information to the fullest, why don't you grab a pen and a piece of paper and note these things down? Rate yourself on how well you're doing in a certain area. Are you struggling with the physical labor or the mental challenges that your business is giving you? Do you lack any of these pointers? Are you doing particularly well in a certain area and still want to improve? Taking down notes and recording your strengths and weaknesses along the way will help you keep an overview of the things that you should improve and the things that you should be maintaining. Shall we start? First off, make sure you're feeding your brain the proper nutrition it needs. You are what you eat, as the saying goes. Various food contains lots of nutrients that are good for our brains, and we are already incorporating these brain food into our daily diet. But to give you a more specific list of Billionaire Jim Kwik's 10 recommended brain foods, go and try avocados, blueberries, broccoli, coconut oil, eggs, green leafy vegetables, salmon, turmeric, walnuts, and dark chocolate. Of course, not all of us are avid consumers of boring salad bowls where the only color we're seeing is green and the occasional red and white. Food can be fun too, and making sure that we are supplementing our brain with the proper foods will give it the energy to work as hard as we do every day. Do you have your pen and paper with you? How well do you think your diet is? What more should you add to your oatmeal bowl every morning for a better energy boost throughout the day? Number 2 is to get rid of negative thoughts. This is not something that comes very easily to everybody. You know, we all have our capacities and levels of how much we can handle negativity and how much negative thoughts we can withstand. And that's okay. We can take it one step at a time. Our physical bodies need constant cleansing. It lets out toxic waste and food byproducts our system doesn't need. And the same goes for our minds. A good area to begin on is to start complaining less. Being content is a state of mind, not a physical state. If you are thankful for what you currently have, it'll be easier for you to work for what you want to have. You can't just rely on the law of attraction. Mr. Kwik states that there should be a law of action too. Don't let your brain continuously create negative thoughts. You're in control, and you should be in charge. Number 3 might be a little obvious, but go out there and exercise. Again, we're not just changing mindsets here, we're going all out with the physical and mental areas of improvement. Number 4 is a little connected to the first point that we have, and that is brain nutrients. Take supplements and vitamins, especially if you're a person who's always on the go, constantly traveling, and you like to rely on fast food and pre-made food because it's convenient and less time-consuming. If you are this type of person, make sure you boost your daily nutrients with vitamins and supplements. Be conscious of what your body needs. You can go and see a doctor, maybe try nutrient profiling or have a blood test. Having an idea of what your body requires should help you know which supplements to take and which foods you should be eating more of. I hope you're still taking down notes. 5th, make sure you're surrounded by good people. Spend time with those that give you positive energy and uplifting vibes. Being with a group of people over a long time will make you adapt to most of their behaviors and slang. So you should strive to have a friend group that will only teach you good behaviors. Friendships help you become empathic and develop a mimicking behavior because of these people. You often adapt their way of speaking, the way they think, etc. Number 6. Have a tidy workspace. Having a clean work environment is not only good for the brain, but is good to look at. This allows us to be more productive and focus on our work instead of the clue of glasses you have on your desk or the pile of paper that keeps rattling when the wind hits them. A clean environment gives us a clear mind and a leveled head. The cleanliness of an area also helps relax the mind and calm the body, which makes us more effective when doing our work. How's that note-taking going, buddy? 7th, our personal favorite is sleep. Yes, it's very basic and very cliche, but we all know that sleep is good for our body and mind. But do we practice getting at least 8 hours of sleep every night? Our world today is as busy as ever, and our brains are constantly functioning, constantly overthinking, and sleeping next to our mobile phones definitely will not help with that. Sleep enhances our memory capacity and cleanses us of the day behind to get ready for the day ahead. And a new day is a new opportunity to start over. Another reason why sleep is important to us, especially from a creative standpoint, is because we need dreams. We need that randomness to strike creativity in our minds. Number 8. Protect your brains. In athletes, when it comes to sports, of course, it's always important to protect the head. Concussions are no joke. These could cause a lot of traumatic brain injuries, and our brain is more complex than we think it is. Our brain is a working smart device. As I've mentioned, sleeping with your cell phone does not only distract you from actually sleeping. Imagine what else it could do when it's lying right underneath our brains and also contains these electrical networks and wirings within. Number 9. To keep your brain constantly working and constantly processing is to keep gaining knowledge. Keep learning new things. Knowledge is power, and it's the best thing we can feed our brains with. Another example from athletes, they constantly exercise to keep their muscles stable and to build bulkier muscles if so desired. They exercise and feed their body with the proper foods, the proper supplements, and the proper things that make their body function as they should as athletes. Singers need to warm up their vocal cords before stepping onto the stage. This not only practices and enhances their vocal techniques, but also protects their voice from harmful singing techniques that one might pull without vocal exercise. Just like with your brains, we need to constantly exercise them, constantly feed them with new information, and ensure that it's improving and growing strong and functioning better than ever. Training your brain improves neurogenesis, the body's ability to make new brain cells, and neuroplasticity states that we can create new connections. Finally, number 10. Manage your stress. This is super important. Most of the time, we don't even realize the tension that our bodies and minds are under until we decide to just sit down and rest and let it all out. We are so used to being under stress all the time that we don't even realize it's there. Each of us has a different way of coping with stress. Maybe yours is painting, exercising, riding a bike, stress eating, whatever it may be. Find that coping mechanism and stick with it, so long as you're making sure that you're getting rid of that stress. All these from the advice of famous billionaire Jim Quick. For him, there's no magic pill, there's no shortcut or supplement to getting peace of mind and a healthy brain. You have to work for it. I hope you guys are still there, writing notes with your pen and paper. And if you are, let us know in the comments below which area you're the best at and which ones you should improve. Until next time.